All right. This is where we're going to go into ARRL to find your sample test. And that is right up here. I'll put it in there. It's ARRL, exam review, period, appspot, period, com. And the first thing you want to do is you need to set up an account. So you sign up for an account over here. Now let's show you how to do that. And we want to forgot password or sign up for an account. So again, you need to sign up for an account. I'm not going to go through all this because I've already done it. And it should be somewhat self-explanatory in getting through that. Once you have an account, then you come back and you click the login. And again, I use multiple emails, so don't be confused by that. And then I've already registered. So now I hit the word login, and this is exactly where we want to be. Keynote is exam review for ham radio. Couple things we have. We can print it. We can take a practice exam, or we can review for exam. Let's look at review for exam. Click on review. Now in most cases we're setting you up because you're a beginner and we're going to roll through technician. For the rest of you, obviously you can pick what you need, general or extra. I'm going to pick technician review. Click on that. Now here is your choices. You can look at your progress. Now your progress is by cookie, so if you do it on one machine, it may not follow you. If you want to keep your progress, it's one of those things you'll have to manage. I did it multiple times, so I eventually just had one area that kept track of everything. So you can review by chapter, review by sub-element. Let's do it by chapter first. I'm going to click chapter, and it says select questions for review. Underneath that is select everything or select sections from the individual chapters. I'm going to click select everything. I'm going to do the first part, radio and signals fundamental. So again, we've checked them all, and this is how I'm going to go through it. All right. Click here. Oh, hit the word review. All right. And this is the first question I get. God knows, I hope I get it right. Which of the following is part of the basics and purpose of the amateur radio service? Now remember, you've got to read these. They're multiple choice, and I will give you some tips. Read it backwards, read it forwards. Words matter. English is interesting. So it says, which of the following is a part of? So what's the basic purpose? So again, first thing you notice, there's an all can be correct or a some can be correct. Be careful, then always the right choice. But so let's read through them all. Providing personal radio communication for as many citizens as possible. Providing communications for international nonprofit. Advancing the skills and technical communications of the radio art. So what are the basic purpose of radio service? I'm probably going to get this wrong. I'm picking C. And again, I got it right. Now, you know, these all are possible, right? But again, the training is really specific how you answer. So as you go through these, don't get discouraged because you thought the answer was a good idea. It really comes down to how they trained you specifically to answer the question. So here we got it right. We're advancing the skills of technical communication, phases of the radio art. Now you can see there's 1 out of 411, so I'm doing pretty good. We're going to do the next. It says, which agency regulates and enforces the rules for the amateur radio service in the United States? Well, we get another one. All these correct. Man, they look good. FCC, Homeland, FEMA. Well, looks like the FCC to me because we know there's a part, and we can go over that. So, again, I'm going to show you that I've got through 2, and it's just to show you how I'm going to go in and see where I've progressed. See your chart. I'm going to hit the return to menu, and I'm going to say review progress. So this is what gets interesting. So you know you have 9 chapters. And I'm going to review by sub-element. Boy, I can speak today. So let's do commission's rules. And I think what's good about this is when we went by chapter, it kind of skipped over, I guess, the first chapter. I don't know if there was a couple questions in there. So again, we're going actually by the first question, a T1. So it would say, ooh, interesting. Commission rules, select all. So we're going to select this one. And then we're going to commission's rules. Okay. So permissible use of the amateur radio service, blah, 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 blah. Frequency allocation, emission mode, spectrum sharing, licensing, authorization, things like that. So now we're going to say hit that and hit the word review. Now let me go back, return to the main menu and do this again. Review by sub-element. Click sub-element. Now here we're given a choice. I'd like you to go back here to the commission rules because this is kind of early on in it, and I'm going to hit select all, and I could do one by one. When I do that for review, watch what happens. It brings me back 1 out of 65 questions that cover those areas. So what do FCC rules state regarding the use of phonetic alphabet for station identification in the amateur radio service? Good old catch-all, right? All right. It is required when transmitting emergency messages. It is encouraged. It is required when in contact with foreign stations. All these are correct. Actual answer is it is encouraged. Very good. So again, you get the point here. When you're done, go back and hit a review progress so you can see. You can do it different ways. It'll keep track of your progress. For those of you that just want to memorize and knock this out fast, this is probably the best way. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up, do my log out, and this should be where you need to go.